today, the thought experiment that I want to talk about is this idea that the left is actually engaged in an abusive relationship with everybody that they care or that they claim to care about. So the left constantly says, well, we're here to stand up for women. We're here to stand up for the LGBT community. We're here to stand up for parents. We're here to stand up for the marginalized. We're here to stand up for migrants and illegal aliens, those who have faded into the shadows of the United States. We're here to stand up for the working man. And it's funny because if you look at the left's relationship with each one of these groups, if you look at it through the lens of the idea that love is based not on words, but actions, and hate is also based on actions and not words, then I would posit to you that the left actually hates these groups. The left actually hates the people that they claim to care about. And I don't want to talk about this just hypothetically. I want to talk about this in the sense, let's talk about women, for example. We've talked about on this show, we've talked about Leah Thomas, this transgender swimmer that swims for the University of Pennsylvania, born a man, born Will Thomas, actually competed as a man in swimming for 3 years before transitioning to a quote unquote woman. I can't even say that and be taken seriously in my own eyes. But Leah Thomas is now competing as a woman and decimating her female competitors. She's breaking records. Just this week, she dominated again in a dual meet against Harvard. And there's a teammate of Leah Thomas. This teammate says that women are now third-class citizens. And this teammate, it's funny because when I read through her comments, she gave anonymous comments to the Washington Examiner because she didn't want retaliation, which I understand. Reading through her comments, it's really telling. This is what she said. She said, Leah was not even close to being competitive as a man in the 50 and 100 meter races. But just because Leah is biologically a man, Leah is just naturally better than many females in the 50 and 100 or anything that Leah wasn't good at as a man. This teammate goes on to say the top people at the NCAA who are on the board of directors, they are not protecting women's rights. Because it's women who are being hurt, they don't care. Now get this. This is the part that really got me. This teammate says, I am typically a liberal, but this is past that. This is so wrong. This doesn't even make any sense. I can't just sit back and let something like this happen. I'm not just going to sit back and say my rights are being taken away, too bad. It's embarrassing that people aren't speaking out more. And then she goes on to say women are now third-class citizens. And so I read this story, I watch this unfold. You can see these races where Leah Thomas, who even looks like the body of this person looks like a man because Leah Thomas was born a biological man. And I think this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is an example of the left who says, we love you, women. We are women's champions. We are about women's rights. Those are their words. But their actions are rendering women third-class citizens. Their actions are refusing to protect women's rights. Their actions are rejecting the objective reality that men and women are different and that when men and women directly compete in a physical sport, women are going to lose. The man is going to win. The man is going to win that achievement. The man is rendering biological women completely obsolete. And if that doesn't show that the left, if those actions don't speak louder than words, then I don't know what does.